For more information, check out my blog, Dhukai.com. Hi guys! Today's video is going to be all about facial hair removal. This has been a hugely requested video, and come on, let's be real here. There's nothing to be embarrassed about. We all get facial hair. I have facial hair. I'm not going to sit here and act like I'm perfect and like I don't have it. Everybody has facial hair, and if you don't, then you are so lucky, especially brown girls. Like, I'm brown, I got hair everywhere. It's nothing to be embarrassed about, and I'm going to be talking about 3 methods of hair removal and what I think is best. So if you want to know, then just keep watching. Number 1 is laser hair removal. Now, laser hair removal can be expensive. If you don't go to somebody reputable, it can be dangerous because they can scar you. That happened to me. I'll get into that in a little bit. It is pricey, but I think that it is totally worth the investment. Your results vary person to person. It depends on, your hair thickness, your hair color, your skin color, who you're going to, the type of laser that they are using, etc, etc. If you're going to be getting pregnant, if you have hormonal hair growth, it just really depends on you. I personally really like laser hair removal. I started getting laser hair removal on my face and I love it. One thing that I do want to emphasize though is if you are going to be going to the laser hair removal route, make sure that you are going to somebody who's reputable. Make sure you know their clients, you know their work, you know what kind of laser they're doing, do research on their laser, and ask as many questions as you possibly can. A couple of years ago, I went to a laser hair removal clinic that is actually a pretty big one here in Toronto. They have a couple locations, and I thought that they were reputable just because they had a couple locations. I didn't do my research, and it turns out that they actually didn't train their staff and they just hired anybody. And I don't think you should just go to anybody. You need to go to somebody who's been trained in using a machine, using laser, assessing your skin type, your hair type. You need somebody who's trained. And that was the issue with the clinic that I went to. And when they did laser hair removal on my legs, I am not kidding you, they scarred me. Now, they left so many burn marks on my legs. My legs look like a checkerboard. You can play checkers on my legs, or like chess or something like that. It was so bad. I was mortified. I was so sad for the longest time. I mean, it was just my legs, but honestly, whenever you get burned like that, it's pretty traumatic, I guess. I'm not going to be like super dramatic about it. I was upset over it, but there's nothing I can do about it because I did sign their papers. Honestly, there's nothing I can do about it. My scars took 2.5 years to go away. It literally looked like squares all over my legs, wherever the laser machine touched, and it took a lot of treatments for me doing at home, like remedies and stuff, for it to go away, but thank God it's all gone now. So that is my little story on laser hair removal, and I cannot emphasize enough, please do your research before you get it done, and make sure you're going to somebody reputable. Don't just go to the cheapest deal that you can get, because you don't know if they're trained, and after all, it is your skin, and especially if you're going to be doing your face. You don't want marks all over your face. The second method of hair removal is waxing. Now, while I do think that waxing is amazing for the rest of your body, like your legs, your arms, underarms, private areas, wherever, I think that you should never wax any hair on your face, not even your eyebrows. Now, the reason for that is when you are waxing, you're essentially pulling your skin and stretching your skin. So maybe you won't notice anything happening to your skin right now, but throughout time and throughout the years, you're going to notice that your skin is going to start sagging. It's going to cause premature aging, wrinkles, fine lines, and you don't want any of that, especially around your eye area, because that is such a delicate area. So I am totally against waxing on your face. Actually, when I first started removing hair from my face and I started, my parents allowed me to do my eyebrows, I was looking like Bert and Ernie from Sesame Street. My mom finally let me do it when I was like 800 years old. Brown parent problems. But I waxed my eyebrows. I noticed that waxing my eyebrows used to keep like a white cast. I just didn't like the feeling of it, like just pulling it. So since like 2007, I have been threading. Now threading is the third method of hair removal that I'm going to be talking about. I am so pro threading. I love threading. I think it's the best thing that you can do for your facial hair if you're not going to be doing laser hair removal. It's really easy. It's an easy technique to kind of learn and do it yourself at home. Or if you don't want to do it at home, you can always go to like a salon or something and get it done. The sun just went down, so sorry the weird change of light. The reason why I like threading is because it's fast, it's easy, it doesn't pull on your skin, and it grabs the hair from the root and just pulls it right out. It does sting a little bit initially when you're first starting out. It can hurt a little bit, but that's just like anything with removing hair. Like, removing your hair is obviously going to hurt because you're pulling it out from the root. So it is going to sting a little bit, but as you start doing it more, you're going to get used to it and it's going to be a breeze. I showed you a video on how I thread my eyebrows. I'll have a link to that somewhere here. So I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys how I thread and show you guys the technique that I use, and hope you guys enjoy it. So what you're going to do to thread is you're going to take some thread. This is just regular sewing thread. Sometimes you can get like special thread for threading, but I personally don't think that you need it. I have a piece like this, and I'm going to tie it in or not. Some people prefer to have bigger thread. I personally like smaller because I feel like I have more control with it. And there is my circular piece. Now what you're going to do is you're going to hold it and you're going to twist it. Maybe like 4 or 5 times until you get it like this. So you're going to put the open side onto the hair, or wherever the hair is. Here. And I got the hair. I don't have any hair there right now, but I'll just show you the motion of doing it. Also, make sure that you're not wearing any makeup. Make sure your face is freshly cleansed. Don't be like me and wear makeup and do it, but I just filmed a video and wanted to get this video out for you guys as well. I have hair here. You're going to thread in the direction of the hair growth. So if the chin hair is growing like this, you're going to thread this way. And if it's going like this, you're going to thread that way. And lay it down like that, so that what's going to happen is when you pull this thread side like that, this part is going to connect to the hair and get stuck to the hair that's here and pull it out from the root. So it's going to really grab it. So you're going to lay it flat like that on your face and pull, pull, release, pull. So you're going to put it on and go like that. Now when you're working on this side, you do the same thing, except that it's going to be the opposite way. So now you're going to go like this. The upper lip hair, make sure you stretch like that, hop it on and pull, or if you're going this way, pull. Over here, I think that when you take your tongue, pop it in like that so that it really stretches the skin. Because the upper lip is more like softer, you don't want the thread getting stuck and cutting you, otherwise it's really going to hurt. So you want to make sure that any of the skin that you're threading is pulled really tightly. So you're just going to go like this. Can't talk. So you're going to put your tongue there and you're going to put it on, and then you're going to do the same motion like this. And the lip hair really hurts. So lip hair is the worst. It's probably the most painful part. Put it on. So I have a hair right there. Ow. It's gonna pop that out. I don't know if you saw that, but it pulled it out right from the root. I like to do my face in blocks, so I'll work on this part first, and then this part, and then this part, this part, and this part. Now you get a better result if you use a fresh thread every single time. So each section on my face that I'm working on, I like to use a fresh piece of thread. Now whenever I do my upper lip, always use a fresh piece, always. You get better results, it's gonna hurt less, and it'll just be a breeze. One thing that I wanted to mention is right after you thread, make sure that you put like a healing cream on. You either put vitamin E, aloe vera. I think aloe vera is probably the best because it's really soothing and cooling. Don't use anything that could clog your pores. Just use something really light. Again, I like to use aloe vera or vitamin E. That's about it for this video. I hope you guys try threading out and let me know how it worked for you, and I will see you guys in my next video.